How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and I got more CGC stuff. So I made plenty of videos in the past talking about how, yes, I grade video games. No, it's not a scam. Carl Jobs lost a lawsuit for slandering Billy Mitchell, so don't take anything of what he's ever said as fact. With that out of the way, anyway, so I have always graded with WADA games in the past, just because they were what was readily available. However, last year I started grading with CGC when it came to movies, and this year, comic books. And I decided, hey, let's see how they handle video games as well. Plus, I ended up buying a CGC membership, which brings the cost of grading everything down by 10%. And that makes it so that sending anything to them to grade is a lot cheaper than pretty much everywhere else, so yeah. When I sent my movies in last year, that was kind of a test to see what the grading process was like with them. I liked the process, I liked their slabs, and I decided, okay, well, let me send in some video games. Yeah, I sent these in all the way back at the beginning of February. It is now June 10th. It took quite literally 4 months for these to get back to me. My video that I made 2 videos ago was showing off my comic returns, and that took all of 2 weeks to show up. So I really can't explain what's going on over there, but it doesn't matter. My returns are here. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what kind of grades I got. It's actually been so long since I sent this in, I can't actually remember what games are in this one. I sent CGC 2 different shipments, 7 games total. This has 3 games in it. I'm struggling to remember what those 3 games are exactly. I'm sure if I thought about it long enough, I could figure it out, but all I remember is this is exciting for me. There's going to be some stuff in here that I'm really excited to show off. So I only ever grade stuff that is like sentimental to me. I am not a reseller. I'm not planning on ever getting rid of this. Everything in here is mine, and I got it graded for a purpose. And now the box is open, so let's go ahead and see what's inside. Okay, let's go ahead and start with this. Yeah, okay, I'm safe holding it like this. This is a PlayStation 5 game called Sword and Fairy Together Forever, and yeah, there's a lot of glare. That looks pretty good, actually. So I got this graded for one very special reason. This is the very first video game that my name appears in the credits. It's only a special thanks. Like, I'm not a voice actor or a producer of any kind, but I got to play this for East Asia Soft on their stream, and when I rolled credits and saw my name in the credits, oh, it was such an amazing feeling. I was so proud of myself, so exciting, and I wanted to immortalize it by getting a brand new copy graded to put on my shelf and just have a brand new copy forever that my name is in the credits. As an aside, this is a super fun, super beautiful game. This is, I would call this a hidden gem on PlayStation 5. It's also on PlayStation 4, so I recommend you guys play it regardless. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's go ahead and see what the grade is. I was fully expecting a 9.8A+ rating on this. You could probably see what the seal rating is. I can't right now, so let's go ahead and check it out. The grade is... Oh my god! If this is an apology from CGC for taking way too long to grade this, apology freaking accepted! Getting anything above a 9.8 is almost impossible. 9.8 is the most you should ever realistically get. I've never gotten a 9.9 in my life. And this is a 9.9, and they still grade the seal separately, so that's a 9.9A++. Oh my gosh! Wow, what a start! I still got 2 games left. I can only imagine how stupid I looked like that. Okay, we need to move on. We need to move on. There's still 2 more games. Wow, what a start! Okay, if I could remember what the other 2 games were before, I can't now. So. Yes, okay. So, here we go. This is Splatoon. So, I have a shelf over there on the other side of the room. It's not behind me, it's over there. Showing off what, well, my eventual goal is to show off my top 5 favorite video games of all time. This will be on there as well, just to show off the first game I was ever in. Pretty much any game that my name will be in the credits, I'm expecting to get graded at some point anyway. And it took me forever to think about, well, what's my top 5 favorite games. Well, I could remember Breath of the Wild, Pokemon Silver, and Final Fantasy VII Remake just fine, but it took me a while to decide what the other games were. And I decided, okay, this is one of them. And number 5 is in my second shipment, so that's something for you guys to look forward to in the next video that I unbox stuff. Splatoon on Wii U, I love this game. I've always loved Splatoon over Splatoon 2 and 3 for some reason. I don't know why. Those are absolutely better games, but this is the one that I have loved the most. I poured the most hours into this, even more than Splatoon 2, which is crazy. I just love this game, and I wanted a brand new copy to put on my shelf. Unfortunately, because I could only buy this from eBay secondhand, I am fully expecting a way lower grade than 9.9. I'm expecting a 9.6A+. And the grade is 9.6A+. Boy, I nailed that. I've gotten really good at guessing grades, but you know what? That's still a respectable grade. It's still a practically brand new copy. Just a little bit of a ding somewhere, and you know what? It's going to display perfectly fine. I don't care. Hard to believe that this game is 10 years old now. You know, I'd like to see you guys find something that's 10 years old in practically new condition. All right, we are 2 down, 1 to go, and now I remember what the last one is. Give me a sec. This episode of Bluey is called CGC Unboxing. So I have fallen in love with Bluey. This is such a beautiful show. I love the characters. I love Bandit is the best dad in television history, probably in recorded history, and I just love the show. I love the characters, and yeah, they made a video game and it was super cheap, and I decided, sure, this will not be going on that shelf over there, but I do have a shelf over here with all of my other graded games, and it's going to go there instead. I just really love Bluey. What can I say? And I gotta say, I expected for this one to potentially get a 9.9 more than the Sword and Fairy. You know how hard it is to get a super high grade for a PlayStation game? The wrapper is flimsy, the cases ding super easily, the discs fall out inside, which usually docks you points. This, I picked it up off the shelf and it was perfect. Of all of these games that could have gotten a 9.9, I was expecting it to be this one. But again, you should never expect a 9.9. 9.8, A++ is realistically the best that I could expect. And the grade is... Wow. Really? What? How? What did I miss? What did they see that I don't? This was a perfect copy off the shelf. I mean, if I want to get nitpicky, it looks like the cover is shifted a little to the front as opposed to the back, but like 2 whole points for that? I don't see any other issues with it. Not a 1. That is weird. Really? I'm a little disappointed, but mostly I'm just confused. They gave it an A++ on the wrapper. Dude, that is... okay. Well, I'm out of words. Dang. That is, geez, I don't know what to say. Really? 9.4. The highlight of the unboxing, obviously, was Sword and Fairy Together Forever. First game I was in, and it's a 9.9. This is a treasure right here. This is, I doubt that any copy of the game is going to ever top this on the Pop Report. Of course, I'm also super happy with Splatoon, and it was dead on the grade that I expected. I think that's actually the very first time I've ever guessed a grade correctly from an unboxing. I'm still confused about Bluey, but I'll look further into it. Maybe I'll be able to see something upon closer inspection. Regardless, that'll bring the CGC unboxing to an end. I love video games, and I love getting them graded as a way of keeping them brand new for the rest of my life, and it makes them easier to display as well. I know that most people don't care about them. I know most people didn't even make it to the end of the video here, but in case you did, thanks. This is a really niche hobby of mine, and I'm glad that I get to share it with all of you. Like I said, I have another package with CGC right now of another 4 games. At the rate that they're going, it should be here sometime in the next 2 or 3 months. I guess we'll see what happens, but Anyway, I also have some comics I'm going to get graded with them. I'm going to show those off, and maybe some movies as well. I just like grading stuff, okay? Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.